Dollar Canada, the loonie is next. And this is a continuation on the opportunity that we looked at last week. Actually, no, it's not a continuation, right? Last week we did look at a bearish opportunity. You can see, bang, it came right into that zone. Nice little ascending channel. And then boom, we started working our way down. We're looking for a bigger bearish trend continuation trade here down to 136.30, so below this level. But right now, if you are someone that is a counter trend trader and you're looking for a structured trade, you may want to pay attention to this level as well. Now, this may sound contradictory, but two things, right? One, trend continuation traders or trend following traders and counter trend traders are going to see the market differently. They're going to believe in different things. Trend continuation traders typically believe that structure is going to be violated and the underlying trend shall prevail. Counter trend traders often believe that structure is going to hold and we're going to see a retracement. Both can also be true, as we can hold briefly at structure, retrace, make profit for those counter trend traders, and then break through and make profit for those trend continuation traders. So don't get all weird. What's key as a trader is that you understand what side of the market you fall on. Are you a trend continuation trader? Are you a counter trend trader? Or if you're someone that does both, like me, you have very specific rules for when you take one over the other, and then how you place targets when you do take those. That way you don't get conflicting signals. Now, just like the the Euro, Canada has an interest rate decision coming up this week as well. If I still have my tab up, I do. Good job, Akil. You can see here on June 4th, we have an interest rate decision coming for Canada. I believe that they are expected to cut, I believe, right? I think they're at 2.75. Yeah, duh, right on my screen there, Akil. I believe they're supposed to cut to 2.5. I'll do some more research on that because Canada is it's a pretty good pair for home run trades because they come out and kind of, sometimes they come out and kind of do stuff that the market doesn't expect, but they make it pretty obvious that they're going to do it. So that could be a good home run trade opportunity. We'll track that in the live room as the week goes on. But keep that in the back of your mind. But from a technical perspective, we are starting to see the market slow down as we come to this level of structure, right? Once again, we can tell by the size of our wicks, right? Strong bearish candle, but a little bullish rejection there. Neutral bearish candle, right? We close in the middle. Even bigger bullish rejection there. We're starting to see some deceleration, and we'll see that even more as we go down to the hourly chart, right? We have a steep slope right here. And then we start putting in a little bit more ebby and flowy action. And what I would expect to happen is the same thing that happened over here, right? Does this not look familiar for you? And then the market turned around, and then does this not look familiar to you? And then the market turned around, right? What? Too far there, sorry. But watch for this same type of look as we come into these previous structure lows and a chance for a counter trend trader to perhaps capture some relief. Now, something we've been talking about as well here is the RSI thing, right? We can track this because we have it, the neck breaker, right? We have it setting up here where I'll just measure it out for you real quick. We have our previous low right here, which makes this our previous outside return. We have just violated that level, which is step number one. What we would need to happen after that for the neck breaker signal is a retracement and then a break of that new level, which I'm going to shift right up there. And if we get that and we get some confirmation on the chart as far as the candlestick pattern goes, then that would be a good sign for entry. And again, if you guys are new to the channel, this is not something I'm actively trading right now. This is something that we've been watching. I've been watching it for probably about a year now. I take my time to make changes, right? Nothing is going wrong in my trading, so I'm not in a rush to do anything dumb where I'll start blowing money. But it is something I'm really liking for these type of patterns because I really love these deceleration patterns, these rising channels, these falling channels and wedges. It's just very, very, very hard for me to enter them because of how they form and the nature that unless they're coming right at a previous level of structure, once again, it's hard to find a good protective stop level. So having a signal that just increases my edge and saying, hey, this is the last turnaround, or this is more likely to be the last turnaround than not, is something that can certainly be usable. So we've been talking about it here on the channel. If you've been here every week, subscribed and stuff, you know that. If you're new, keep watching, and I'm sure you'll hear it again. And I do the neck breaker voice all deep because, I don't know, I think it sounds cool, even if it sounds dumb. So counter trend traders, look for that as we approach this level of structure. Again, just be careful on the 4th for the interest rate decision.